What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports, joining you here for some top 5 matchup. The Ohio State Buckeyes and the Indiana Hoosiers. Pretty big game here. You can see it's actually 6-2 in the simulated statistics or games. I've tried to keep it kind of close to reality. It's obviously impossible with so many darn teams playing, but I was able to maintain Indiana staying undefeated as long as they stayed undefeated in this one. So it keeps the records pretty close. Ohio State number 2 at 9-1. Indiana right now number 6 at 10-0. Some of the other conferences are a little bit messier. I apologize for that. For instance, BYU not having a great year in the sim as they are in real life. All right, Elijah Surratt, he is the best receiving weapon for Curtis Rourke. 5 years the quarterback at Ohio University, transfers over, and he has been the perfect signal caller for Kirk Cignetti in running this offense. He's going to have some motion from his running back, Tyson Lawton. Pressure coming, hit as he throws, right side, it picked off! Denzel Burke, 45-40, 35, shoved to the ground at the 33 on the first play of the game. Denzel Burke picks off Curtis Rourke, and here we go. Ryan Day wants this place to be loud tomorrow, and what an opening statement. Look at it going crazy in the horseshoe now. Denzel Burke threw it right to him. Rourke about to be sandwiched, and he just jumps the route and beats the receiver, Miles Price. And a huge way to start the game for the Buckeyes. Now here comes Travion. He'll break a tackle. Gain of 9 to start the game, and they look juiced early here in Columbus. Holy smokes. Haven't even caught our breath. The smoke hasn't even dissipated from the opening tunnel run out. Howard, right side, on a dot to Igbuka. First down. Tackled there by Cedarius Moss, the defensive back. 5'8", 179-pound redshirt senior. Back to pass now, Will Howard. Blitz coming, they feel it. Left side throw, Howard. End zone, touchdown, Igbuka! 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. What a start for the Scarlet and Gray. Oh my, can you imagine an interception on the first play, a 10-yard run for Henderson, and then Igbuka to the end zone. They picked up the blitz beautifully. That new look offensive line tested, and Igbuka beat double coverage to the corner. What a start for the Buckeyes. Just a minute and 19 seconds into the game. Holy smokes. That's like spotting them 7 points. We hadn't even gotten to talk about the injury to Seth McLaughlin that happened this week, and that Carson Hinsman, who's played guard the last 2 weeks, slides over to the middle, and then Austin Sierfeld, who played a little bit of guard at the beginning of the season, slides back in. But what a start for Ohio State here. Jiminy Christmas. Denzel Burke interception. 3 plays later, Emeka Igbuka into the end zone. Now, here's the first handoff of the day. It's going to go to Tyson Lawton. You'll see a mixture of Lawton and Justice Ellison. Again, I cannot change the depth charts. This is the depth chart that the game has. And yes, it's been updated halfway through the season. Left side run for Lawton. He'll be blown up there. I think Sonny Styles got into the gap. It's 3rd and 9. The Hells Bells ring in the background. Now Rourke, decent protection this time. He'll dump it on a drag. Got Surratt. That's his top receiver. The superstar beating Sonny Styles, and you can see that Surratt, some good speed. That's a mismatch. Sonny Styles, obviously a very athletic linebacker, but he's not going to stay step for step on that wide receiver. So a big first down for Indiana, and gosh, they needed it. There to his receiver, Elijah Surratt. Play action from Rourke. Rourke over the middle. Dot! And held on to it amidst a big tackle and hit from Lathan Ransom and then Cody Simon. That was a nice catch again. I think Miles Price coming from that left side. Now Curtis Rourke. They've got it settled a little bit. He'll do a delayed inside zone, and it's not going to go anywhere. Tui Molau along with Edric Houston. Actually, is Tyleek Williams back? I think Tyleek Williams back. I should probably put him back in. He's going to be important, huh? Rourke, deep shot, right side, knocked away by Burke. Nice play there. Here's the 3rd down. Hells Bells once again. Can they get off the field? Senior quarterback Curtis Rourke, transfer from Ohio University. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Actually, it's just a 4-man rush, and he'll be hit as he throws. Incomplete. And they will settle for a field goal here. Will the Indiana Hoosiers. Kick is up. Kick is no good. He pushed it right He pushed it right, and the fight song plays in the background to let you know that that thing was pushed right by Nicholas Radicic, the senior freshman's kicker out of Coppell, Texas. And he pushed it right, and the Buckeyes will take over. Now, very quickly, only because I said I was going to, I do apologize. I hate to stop the game and do this here, but Tyleek Williams is back. No offense to Edric Houston, but we need to get Tyleek back in the mix here. There he is. And defensive tackle. No offense, buddy. You've had a great season. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's get it on. So Radicic misses the 49-yarder, and the Buckeyes take over with great field position here. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports, only place that you can do these simulated sporting events with live original commentary. Quick blitz pickup. They dump it to Henderson, left side. Travion spins off one. And then we'll take a shot from the safety. Their best defensive back is a cornerback. That was Jameer Johnson, the safety. Now Quinshon. He'll try the middle, and he'll be spun around. He'll pick up 4. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Will Howard will go empty with this set. Travion out in the formation. Back to pass, Howard. Quick little throw, just dump it right to your tight end, G. Scott, get a nice gain, first down. Again, 75 Hinsman at center, Sieverfeld 66 over there in the left guard. 67? I think he's 67. I lied, 67. Option keeper, they give it to Travion, right read, and he'll get a nice gain of 6. To the right side, Travion Henderson. Buckeyes huddling right now, not in any particular hurry. Play clock at 13-12, just running their offense right now. Motion from Tate, who had that great game in Northwestern. Across the middle to Tate. First down, 40, 35. Carnell Tate, and he's got it inside the 35-yard line at the 34. First down, Buckeyes. I mean, I cannot imagine. If you get out early on them, step on their necks like this, it could be curtains early for the Hoosiers. Who, again, all they've done is similar to Florida State last year. Like, hey, just win your games, and they've done that. They just haven't really played anybody except a mid-Michigan team. Left side, Howard, end zone, touchdown! He dropped it in a perfect bucket for Jeremiah Smith. Just wipe yourself off, young man. What a play. This kid is incredible. Athleticism for days. Jeremiah Smith wins off the line of scrimmage. This kid's a true freshman. And Howard just floats it perfectly. He had him beat by 4 yards. And that's the safety, Johnson. That's a mismatch all day. Howard finds it, and a massive touchdown, and the Buckeyes could not have started any better. Oh, my. The ROTC kids doing their push-ups. They may be in for a long day. Jiminy Christmas. What a start for Ohio State here on both sides of the ball. Okay. Kick returner Miles Price gets it up to only the 16-yard line. Man, it is loud in here. Now, Rourke having trouble hearing things. Pressure up the middle. Watch out! Ty Hamilton! Sack attack! Back to the 6. And the Silver Bullets are absolutely flying around here. Oh, just pushes the left guard Lynch right out of his way. And Rourke has no choice but to get hit. 2nd and 20 now. Loudest place in the country according to the Stadium Pulse. Delayed handoff on a draw. A little bit of room for the right side for Lawton, and he'll be tackled by Denzel Burke. 3rd and 14. You want to stay out of these obvious passing situations. Rourke back to pass. Now pressure coming. He'll be hit as he throws again. Incomplete. 4th and 14 and a big time punt. And yes, hey, Kit, welcome in. They are off. Very first play of the game. Denzel Burke picked it off. 3 plays later, touchdown pass to Igbuka. Indiana drives down, misses a field goal. Several plays later, Jeremiah Smith on a bomb from Will Howard. 14-0 is your score here. Howard now. Pressure, and he'll be sacked. That time, whoa, the ball just did like a little spin trick. Did everybody see that? That was crazy. Whoop, it like spun around back to his hands. Hi, Karen, welcome in. Go Browns and go Buckeyes. What a game last night that was. Few things make me more happy than going in and force winning for the Browns in our sim season, which I will get to do this weekend. 2nd and 17 after Howard takes the sack. Again, I don't think Indiana's going to just lie down. They're a good player, or they're a good team with good players. Here's a quick throw, Smith again. They'll get the sack yardage back for the most part, 3rd and 11. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. Trips to the right side. Buckeyes with a quick start here. They have to go back and watch the beginning. If you've missed it, almost picked. He threw it quick. Tate actually had the receiver beat. That was not a great throw for Howard. We'll put that one on Will Howard. And McGuire with the first punt of the game. And it's a pretty good one down to about the 20-yard line where it'll be returned by Price. Great juke move. Second juke move, and then Caleb Downs. Or excuse me, Court Williams. He's actually retired. Doesn't play anymore, but they kept him in the game, which I think is kind of a nice gesture. Here comes a handoff, and Tyson Lawton really having a hard time getting going now. 5 carries, 8 yards. Of course they had you worried. That's what they do. Nothing's ever easy. 18-6 with 9 minutes left, and nobody in that stadium felt good. Especially with the full Jameis. You knew he was going to turn it over at some point. The fumble and the interception as well. You never go full Jameis unless you got yourself a double Chubb. Rushing touchdowns from Nicholas Jamal to counteract it. Now back to pass on a 3rd and 16. Curtis Rourke, pressure coming. He'll step up. Watch out. He'll got some space against the man coverage. First down and more, 45-50, and he'll slide down. That is the downside of the man coverage. If everybody's covered downfield with their backs to the quarterback, he can take off. And a big scramble on a 3rd and 16. That's kind of been the one, not very many Achilles heels for the Buckeyes, but those 3rd and longs, they have had a propensity, frankly, and so have the Browns, to give up and have open guys, or in this particular case, everybody with their back turned. And Rourke scrambles. He's coming off ACL injury and has a little bit of an injured thumb. Left side throw, dropped it in a bucket. What a throw to Price. And Caleb Downs decleated him, and he holds on. Miles Price. It's a couple of big-time catches for him. And one, of course, for Elijah Surratt, their top receiver. Now back to pass, Rourke. He'll go right side. This is a completed pass to Keyshawn Williams, another senior wide receiver, 5'9", from the Philadelphia area. 2nd and inches now. Rourke gives it to his running back. And Lawton again, just so much trouble running against the interior of this Ohio State defensive line. 3rd and 1. Rourke hands it off. Lawton won't get it. Tyleik Williams with another TFL. And that'll force the field goal here. Yeah, we'll see, Wendell. I mean, they haven't really played anybody, but you know what I mean? You're supposed to play. And he doinked it off the upright. That's 2 missed field goals for Radicic. Oh, my. Oh, boy. This one was the old doinker. Boonk, right off of it. Unreal. Indiana struggling to start this game. So we'll see. On paper, I think it's good because Ohio State won't look past them, even though Michigan's next week, right? Because they're number 5 in the country. Right side throw, he had him. I think he was finishing a long comeback route. Incomplete is the throw. Howard with a couple of passes here he would have liked to have had back in the last 2 throws. Now back to pass. Blitz coming. Watch out up the middle, and he'll sack him. Linebacker Aiden Fisher gets home. 6'3", 233-pound junior. And he came right on down the A-gap, and Will Howard was sacked, now 3rd and 17. So, yeah, I think they're a good team, but they just haven't played anybody yet. So we'll see when they play a top talent how they stack up. I don't think Ohio State's going to blow them out by any means. How about the throw to Igbuka, and he'll be just 3 yards short on a 3rd and 17. Pretty good idea there. Good throw from Howard. Buckeyes will punt again here. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Price from his own 26 will make the fair catch. They'll call it the 28 officially. Appreciate everyone being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on sports. Kit joining in chat today from wherever he's at today. I don't know where you're at today. I know you went back to Pittsburgh last night, but or wherever your Steeler fans were heading back to last night. If you saw in our Discord chat, Kit was flying some Steelers fans and brother of Bubba Ventrone. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Maybe I should have said that. I'm sorry. Still in Pittsburgh. I retract my statement. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. My bad. Anyway, Kit was flying some people who went to the football game, and now he's in Pittsburgh. Back to pass now. Pressure coming again, and Rourke's going to be sacked. Ball pops out. It's on the turf. Styles has got it. 5-4. First and goal, Buckeyes. As the silver bullets are flying now, we're going to get a strip sack. Tui Moalau, the responsible party, and that ball pops out. And a first down and goal for the Buckeyes. Everything going their way to start it. Right side throw, incomplete. Wendell, part of his pilot flying. That's the city that he landed in last night and will fly out of next. There you go. Yes, he flew some very disappointed Steeler fans home last night. Hey, but at least they got that private jet life to look back to rest their wounds. Third and goal. Wow. And Ryan Day, no hesitation. He'll bring out the field goal kicker, especially up 14-0 already. Yeah, I don't know, Wendell. We'll see. Here's a little double reverse action. And they pitched it just at the right time. The running back got destroyed. They still lost 6. Now Rourke back to pass. 17-0 Buckeye lead. Left side throw, and it's a short completion to the wide receiver, Miles Cross. Now a 3rd and 10 for the Buckeyes. Hills, bells ringing in the back room. Trips to the right side. Back to pass. Pressure coming. They'll set up screen to the right side. Lawton, and he'll lose yards again. Actually, he got back to the original line of scrimmage. And a punt coming for the Hoosiers. Here comes Caleb Downs. He'll try the right side. Oh, he runs into his own man. Ran into the gunner, Jermaine Matthews. Still pretty good field position here for the Buckeyes. They lead 17-0 here at their own 45. Play action. Howard. Pressure in his face. He'll be sacked again. Second sack. That's a big one. Mikhail Kamara. Junior, 6'1", 265. Defensive end. He is their best pass rusher, Mikhail Kamara. And that's kind of a coverage sack that time. You can see 67 Sieverfeld. He's the one who's coming in for the mostly recented injured player. As Seth McLaughlin, was having an all Big Ten type season after transferring from Alabama. Tore his Achilles in practice on Wednesday. It's just a gut check. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. Go Browns. Motion coming from Tate. 3rd and 13. Big blitz coming again. He won't feel it. He'll throw it out of bounds as he got hit. So credit Indiana's defense. They have adjusted. And the Buckeyes with a 3-score lead. Not really focusing on running the football right now. Appreciate everybody being on. Thanks so much to all 1,131 of our subscribers. You guys are the best. Had a couple new ones last couple days. If that was you, thank you so much. Here's the same thing. Double reverse. He's not going to pass it, and Tui Moalau gets another TFL. They just ran that reverse. I thought maybe it was going to be a wide receiver pass. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up video, which helps to continue to grow the audience. Kit and I very much appreciate that one. Here's Rourke. Pressure. He'll step back. He'll fire right side. Back to the sticks. Lawton gets shoved out of bounds. 3rd and 7. And the bell, she tolls. Back to pass. They both linebackers pop out of pressure coming. Rourke dumps it over the middle to his tight end. He's tackled immediately by Jordan Hancock as he drilled it to his tight end, Zach Horton. Not to be confused with his brother Tim Horton, known for Canadian coffee. Here comes Downs from his own 32, and he'll be tackled immediately. That was a pretty sweet game last night, absolutely. It had everything. The Browns played good, and then the Browns played bad and turned it over and tried to give it away. You had the full Jameis Winston experience on display last night. Ultimately, it ended for the good, of course. And he was gritty on that last touchdown drive for sure. Right up the middle, Quinshon, and he will get stuck right there. Big defensive tackle, their best. The best defensive tackle, rather, on their team. And I do not have his name up, but I'll get it here in a second. Here's Howard on a 3rd and 10. He'll go right side, and caught by Scott, but short of the line. So credit Indiana. They have made the Buckeyes punt now 3 times in a row. James Carpenter, is the defensive tackle. He is their best defensive tackle. And this punt goes out of the back of the end zone. Indiana, trailing 17-0, gets the football back. Back to pass. They'll give it to Lawton. And his inside zone run is shut down. Oof. 2nd and 12. Blitz coming. They're setting up screen. Right side. Lawton again, and look at Cody Simon fly to the ball. They have not been able to get the screen game going. 3rd and 12. Here's another one. Left side, it's going to be to Surratt, and caught immediately and tackled by Jordan Hancock. They can't even get back to the original line of scrimmage. So Kirk Cignetti and that offensive staff right now, really just his offensive coordinator, Mike Shanahan. I wonder if there's any relation to the Shanahan coaching tree. It's not. Old grandfather of the project, Mike Shanahan. Here comes the play action now. Left side, Drew into some traffic, tipped and then almost intercepted. Howard needs to calm down a little bit. The Buckeyes started out so red hot, and now they've kind of cooled back down. Right side in traffic and dropped by G. Scott, and here we are on another 3rd and long. So very quickly, right side throw. Here comes Howard. He'll take off. He'll run. He'll be a yard shy. And Ryan Day would go for this, so I'm going to make him go for this. Yep, you're not actually going to do that. You're going to run that play. I think they go for this 10 times out of 10. Turn around. Give it to Quinshon. He's not going to get it. Oh, no. Oh, brother. That didn't work. Still think that's what they would have done. Situational coach mode. Here comes another screen. Rourke completes it. Up, incomplete. Downs was right there to mess it up, too. They're running so many screens right now. Don't they know that the screen sack exists? They have flirted with it a couple of times. Rourke gives it to Tyson Lawton. One of his few positive runs of the game. Look at him, 10 carries for 11 yards for Lawton here so far. I haven't seen Justice Ellison. They're sort of co-starters, according to the depth chart. Rourke over the middle, 1st down. There's Horton, his tight end, and a 1st down into Ohio State territory. Let's just see how far they can go. They've been here twice with 2 missed field goals. One of them wide right, the other one a doink left. Quick little bubble to the left side, and it's caught and tackled immediately by Davison Igbinosun for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Rourke, right side, out route, long one, dropped and or knocked away by Sonny Styles. 3rd and 12 with 3.5 to go. Another screen coming, hit as he throws, and it bounces off the head of Jack Sawyer, and another punt upcoming. Buckeyes defense playing lights out right now. Buckeyes offense has gone cold after 2 very, very quick scoring drives. Let's see if we can get something going here. He did, Kevin. You're absolutely right. Oop, hit across, up, hit hard as he tried to catch it was Travion Henderson. 3:18 on the game clock here. Here's Travion. He'll try to get tripped over the defensive player. Looks like it's going to be C.J. West Anytime you have a defensive lineman with single digits, better watch out. Motion coming from Quinchon. Howard on another 3rd and long. 3rd and 8. Left side throw, and this time he completes it to G. Scott, and that's what they needed, get the chains moving finally. Feels like it's been a few drives. Sean Asbury the second in coverage on G. Scott. Bunch to the left, Quinchon to the right. Now he'll go back to the middle, spin his way, and get rolled over the first down. That was cool. Because that guy rolled him over his body, he actually was never touched down and gets the first down. That was a cool looking play. Here's Howard again. They'll run a 2-minute drill. Over the middle. Got it! Threw it right behind him, Igbuka! First down inside the red zone, but if that ball is delivered on the right spot, Igbuka walks into the end zone. We're not going to get a replay on it, but if you have the chance to go back and watch it on your own, just go back and watch, and there's the left guard replacement, Sieverfeld, and he'll get busted for a false start. But that ball, Igbuka had to kind of stop and reach behind him to catch it. We've seen Howard struggle with that early in the season. He's been much better of late with that deep ball. Howard, pressure coming. Watch out! Sacked again. First touchdown there by Jacob Mangum Farrer. 6'5", 256 from Sugar Land, Texas. I'm not going to pretend to know how many of these guys. I mean, they've got a bajillion. Up there he is, Sugar Land, Texas. He's a Stanford transfer. They've got a boatload of transfers. He hit the portal hard. If you look at their rosters, tons of James Madison and Wake Forest guys on here. A couple guys from bigger programs as well. Oh, there you go. Well, good luck to the Tarbletters tonight. 3rd and 16, Ted Ginn Sr. Is he still the coach? And incomplete. They're going to have to stall out again. Wendell, is Ted Ginn Sr. still the coach up there? And Fielding puts it through. So the Buckeyes do score, but again, they scored 14 points in the first, 3 minutes of the game and have had to settle for 6 since. So credit Indiana for standing up a little bit on their head. 43 seconds till we get to halftime. Yes, he's still the coach. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Left side throw. Dump it short to the tight end, Norton, and he'll be tackled immediately. Man, the Buckeyes are flying to the ball. Their team speed on defense right now is insane. They're getting to the ball so quickly. Not helped by the fact that Rourke keeps throwing screens. Oh, tipped away. Lathan Ransom almost intercepted. 3rd and long. Hey, David, welcome in. Up the middle, Lawton. Buckeyes are going to call timeout. They'll get the football back with just a few ticks left. We'll see if they get aggressive, probably based on the results of this punt. And the punt is sent down the field. Caleb Downs waits for it at his own 30-yard line. Downs, he'll try the right, and taken down at the 43. Got one timeout. Can you get yourself into field goal range here? We'll see. Back to pass. Howard firing, deep shot, right side. Will Howard, single man down there. Oh, he dropped it. I'm not sure it would have been in bounds anyway. What a throw. That thing was 65 yards in the air from Will Howard. And Jeremiah Smith was open, but I don't think the ball would have kept him in bounds. They'll dump it to Travion. Travion trying to break tackles. Buckeyes will call their last timeout. Can you take one shot to the end zone here? I can't believe he threw the ball that far, and that Jeremiah Smith was actually open, but then he was out of bounds. Couldn't make the catch. Howard will throw it away? Question mark? Interesting choice. McGuire will punt it away with 7 seconds. He'll angle it up and out of bounds at the 27. Terrible punt, and now you're giving Indiana one more snap. Weird end of sequence here. These kids are tired of hearing them, so he's going to leave them all here for us. 20-0. Denzel Burke, a couple of PBUs, and again, the very, very first play of the game, he intercepted it. I don't know if we'll get a replay of that or not on the player spotlight. I don't want to X out of it too quickly. No, we will not. All right, Buckeyes 20, Hoosiers 0. Flip the field, and let's see if Ohio State can keep it going here. Kojo Antwi to the right side to the 14-yard line. Will Howard, senior quarterback. And he'll give it to Travion. Travion right side, juke move, 20. 25, nearing the 25. They'll call it the 24 with a gain of 9. And yes, I do think they should run the football more. Thank you for asking, College Football 25. Quinchon, right side, first down, 25, nearing the 30. Good run of 5 for Quinchon Judkins. I would keep running, running, running. Somebody jumped early, and it is the defensive lineman. That's Mikhail Camara. Camara jumped early. Thank you. We see that. 1st and 5 now for Ohio State. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Kit joining in chat from beautiful Pittsburgh tonight, drowning their sorrows in some icy light, I'm sure. Kit, are you overnighting in Pittsburgh again, or will you fly out somewhere else this afternoon, evening? Back to pass now. Howard. Pressure in his face. He'll throw it, and he'll throw it away. Don't take the sack. Make a smart choice. Quick throw, right side. Give it to Smith. Overnighting again. Okay, there you go. Back to pass. Howard. Zip it. Middle. G. Scott. Big time seam shot. Split that cover 2 like a hot knife through butter. And a big first down for Ohio State. So some decent adjustments on display here so far on this opening drive, as this has been their most effective one in a quarter and a half. Here's Travion. It started with the run too, by the way. And here's another good run to keep them on schedule. A little bit of motion to see what the coverage is. And then they'll go quickly across the middle. And 6 yards on the carry. There's that linebacker, Aiden Fisher, with another tackle. Here's Howard on a 3rd and 1. Back to pass. Left side throw. Got it to G. Scott. First down. And then the terrible refs. No, I couldn't stop it in time. I bet you Ryan Day goes for that one again. I couldn't hit the circle button quite in time. And instead, we have to kick a field goal, and we have to go back to the silly screen. I'm sorry, everybody. I couldn't quite get it in time. Ryan Day goes for that on a 4th and inches with a bad spot from the referees for a missed forward progress situation. 23-0. So the Buckeyes 2 quick touchdowns early. I'll have to go back and watch the beginning of the video for that. It happened very, very quickly, like in the first 2-3 minutes of the quarter. Since then, just 3 field goals. So Indiana has certainly adjusted to them. Indiana, however, has been unable to do anything on offense. The Buckeyes defense has been absolutely swarming in the run game. They picked one off. They've got a couple sacks to boot as well. There's Surratt again. Elijah Surratt. He's the one you want to get the football to. He is their best player because he's their superstar receiver that superstar quarterback Curtis Rourke has to throw to now. Rourke back to pass. Quickly again over the middle. Zach Horton. Horton here's a who for a first down to the 48-yard line. Across the midfield stripe. Here come the Hoosiers. Hey, gamers, welcome in, man. Good afternoon to you as well. We are doing well. Go Browns. You know I'm going to enjoy force winning that one. It was Omar Cooper, bottom of our screen for that completion. Browns blitzing. They fix it up. Horton again. He beat Hancock for a first down, and then Downs makes a thundering tackle, but the first down catch is made and held on to. First down, Indiana. Back to pass. Left side throw. And it's picked! Caleb Downs, he jumped the route. 35-40, we know he's got speed. He's a kick returner for a reason. Rourke chasing, 20-10. Downs, touchdown, Buckeyes! 70-yard pick 6 from the best safety in football. And oh, by the way, he's only a sophomore. Oh, my. Caleb Downs. He can stop the run. He can hit you. He can play zone. And that time he played man coverage beautifully. And he jumped the route. Oh, my. No chance for Surratt. And then he turned on the jets, and nobody was going to catch Caleb Downs. And that jolts some life back into this fan group. 30-0 here. Buckeyes imposing their will on these Hoosiers here. this goes this way. Undefeated no more. $30-0. And yes, playing good in the division is odd. Quick over the middle. But hopefully what we're seeing is that there's no way that you can go back to Deshaun Watson. There's just no way. However that works, whether they cut him and take a bath, whether they just pay him to stay home, pay him to be the emergency third quarterback, I don't know. I'm not sure how his contract works. If you put him on the practice squad, nobody else is going to want to trade for him. I had thought maybe there was a chance you could trade for like another bad quarterback contract like a Daniel Jones, but then Daniel Jones got cut today, so that's not happening. But you can't go back. It's time to admit that at least you tried something and it didn't work. And now you just got to figure out how to not let the last 2 years of the deal completely cripple your team financially. First and 5 now for the Hoosiers. RPO right side. Dump it quickly, and juke move there. Cooper gets a couple. It's a 2-yard gain for 2nd and 3. And it'll run right into Tuivolau again. Great play. AKA the legend of Tyler Bourne. Still a superstar, though. Heavy set. They'll try to run behind it. Lawton. Can he get to the corner? He cannot. And the Buckeyes swarm him again. This poor running back, he's got about 12 carries for 12 yards today. It has been slow going for him, and yet they keep trying to run the football. 30-0 now. 4:09 in the third quarter. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel, only place on YouTube where you're going to find these simulated sporting events with the live original commentary. Kit joining in chat form here today from his humble lodgings in Pittsburgh. No, I agree. There's no answer. That's why I said, even from the injury, like, sure, maybe Winston gives you the best chance to win the rest of the games this season, but we know exactly what he is. He is unequivocally himself, and he is a legit 30-30 guy. And we have seen both of it. Ravens game, 3 touchdowns. Saints game, 3 picks, right? I mean, like, we have seen exactly who and what he is. So, Chargers game, 3 picks. Saints game, just a couple. Smith, juke move, watch it. Oh, I thought he was going to be gone. Wow. So he is exactly who he is. And right now he's playing on a 1-year, prove-it backup deal. If they say, hey, Jameis, we want you to be the starter next year. Oh, would you still play for $2 million? He's going to laugh at him. So that's why I said from the bye week on, give DTR a chance. See what he looks like with reps and a game plan. Because we really haven't seen that. We saw a little bit of it in the Broncos game, and then he got hurt last year. Because he's the only one on the roster right now who makes any sense. Unless you fall in love with one of the rookies. Just the problem is that this year's rookie class is so much weaker. And they're going to go 3 and out again, or they're going to stall out here and punt. Let's say you're a big Carson Beck guy. Quinn Ewers, Shadir Sanders, Cam Ward, whoever. All of those guys would be like QB5 or QB6 after this year's class. So that means they're behind Drake May. They're behind Caleb Williams. They're behind Jaden Daniels. They're behind J.J. McCarthy. They're behind Bo Nix. Then you'd get to the guys from this year. So it's just unfortunate that there are no elite quarterbacks. Of course, Mason has been pounding the pavement for Arch Manning. But if you wait for Arch Manning, you've got to wait all the way to the 2027 draft because he said he wants to finish his career. So that means he's going to start for 2 more years. So I don't know what they're going to do because, yes, you're right, Kit. They have no answer at quarterback. And I can't really imagine that they're going to just try to run Winston back out there again. Here's a screen to the right side on 3rd and 14. They're actually going to complete it and get some positive yards. But Sonny Styles, Lathan Ransom, and Denzel Burke there. We've played 3. 30-0 Ohio State. Here's a look at the rankings. Again, pretty close. There's a few exceptions. Arizona is the best team from the Big 12 right now, which is not the case in real life, and BYU has not won nearly as many games in the sim as well. Hey, Louis, welcome in. Over the middle, and it's complete to the 50. Do we have a backup quarterback in? Did I miss an injury, or they just decided to bench him? Taven Jackson, redshirt sophomore, 6'4", transfer from Tennessee, is in at quarterback for the Hoosiers, now down 30-0. And they subbed that automatically. That is Taven Jackson. There you go. Good to have you on, Louis. Thanks for being with us. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on Sports. Kit joining in the chat for him today. 4th sack of the day makes it 3rd and 19. Yeah, they have their backup quarterback in. Interesting. So they're going to punt this one away and hope that the committee still views them worthy enough to be into the playoff. Left side throw and knocked away. Caleb Downs almost had interception number 2. They're going to go for it on a 4th and 19. Right side throw, almost picked again by Burke. That's actually the one play where you want to knock it down because you give your team big time field position back up to the 40. You good there, Louis? Are you having a tick? Maybe some timeout for you. Oh, Kid already got it. Well done. Hey, we haven't been spammed in a minute, though, so it kind of feels good. Left side throw, first down catch for Tate. 1st and goal, Buckeyes. Here comes an option keeper, Howard, 10-5. Oh, we might get a holding call here. And there's Sieverfeld. He's the one who's replacing Hinsman, who's replacing McLaughlin. And Sieverfeld's hold is going to push him back. Now 1st and goal to the 14. And they'll give it to Travion. Travion tries the right side, and he'll get back to where it started. 1st and goal at the 10. Now they're 2nd and goal from the 8. And option keeper again, Howard, up the middle, and he'll get 3 to the 5-yard line. I have seen them, yes. I have seen those, was it Progressive commercials or whatever, where they have where they call for the backup quarterbacks. Those are pretty funny. Hit as he throws, and he'll be sacked, actually. Big sack by DePape there, or DePape. And a 4th and goal for the Buckeyes means a 4th field goal attempt here for Jaden Fielding. Hey, Keith, welcome in. And yeah, well, it sure was. Crazy game. Crazy game. I know, it's so funny. I felt like I had to defend myself all day on social media. People are like, you're not a real fan if you didn't think that was awesome. And I'm like, it was only awesome because they won. You're telling me that that game wouldn't have been just as fun in a dome and nice 70-degree color or temperature-controlled conditions? If they had lost, you would have been like, "This is awful. This sucks so bad." So it's not about the snow and the cold and the wind. Plus, it was also super snowy, but it was also like 32 degrees, which is tolerable. It wasn't -10. I've been in that stadium with -10, and win or lose, it stinks. Jackson will try the right side. Buckeyes still have their starters in, so maybe I'll go ahead and take them out here on the next drive. Anyway, a lot of people were trying to call me out on Twitter today, like, you're not even a real fan, dude. And I'm like, build the dome, build the dome. Knocked away by Caleb Downs, 3rd and 10. Yeah, both Crooms were marooned. Good job. Good job, David. Back to pass here on a 3rd and 10. He'll throw. And picked up. Oh, dropped by Igbinosun. 4th and 10, and they'll punt. That's right, and then you could have just landed at Hopkins to begin with. Well said. All right, we're going to go put the mass subs in here for Ohio State. This one is very much in their control. So that's fun. Oh, looks like it was already done, but we'll just do it to be safe. I'm so glad they put this back in. It didn't exist when the first game came out. Kudos to them for fixing things that people didn't like. as the different iterate, as they've updated the game. Maybe Wendell, maybe they would have. Both teams obviously had to play in it. It certainly felt like it neutralized TJ Watt more than it neutralized Myles Garrett, though, that's for sure. Watt was almost invisible in this game. Devin Brown, handoff. James Peoples, and he'll be hit at the line. Motion coming from Kojo Antwi. Here's Devin Brown. He'll fire right side. Brown just over the head of Peoples, incomplete, and a punt coming for Ohio State. First and 10. All the backups in now. 8:23 Buckeyes. Can they pitch the shutout now? That's always what you look towards next. And that throw goes out of bounds. Taven Jackson replaced Curtis Rourke here in the fourth quarter. So Indiana, they're going to lick their wounds. They got to beat Purdue next week, and then they could finish the season 11-1. Does that get them into the playoff over a bunch of two-loss SEC teams? I think that it should, as well as Penn State. But we'll see what the committee wants to do. This first year is going to be wild for everyone. Just wildly inaccurate is this quarterback. 4th and 10. Yep, he was incredible. Remember, he's not 100% by any means. He's got hurt feet, ankles, Achilles, all kinds of stuff. And I think they said he was getting checked for a concussion last night, too. Over the middle, Devin Brown completes it to Jaden Ballard. They're going to stretch my knowledge of their roster now. 7:41 and counting for the Buckeyes. Do appreciate everybody being on again. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports is the channel. Devin Brown, option keeper to the 5. Only place on YouTube where you can find simulated sporting events. We're doing all the Ohio State games, all the Browns games, and then an occasional Cavs game as well this season. Peoples to the end zone. Touched. Oh, terrible spot. And they'll say 3rd and inches. Oh, brutal. Now we're going to get a false start, looks like, on George Fitzpatrick. Or was it Montgomery? We'll never know. 3rd and 5 coming up. Back to pass. Devin Brown, left side throw. Did he get the toes in? They're going to say he did. James Peoples. I bet this one gets reviewed. And he says, night time, Hoosiers. As the sun begins to set here, nice little lens flare on the camera. That's a cool effect. We'll see if he got his toes in. Long throw from Brown. Oh, I don't think he did. They are not going to review it. Unbelievable. I didn't hit anything, gang. It wasn't me. Buckeyes 40, Indiana 0. This would surprise me a little bit if it goes this way. If they shut them out like 40-0 tomorrow, that would be very, very surprising. Awesome, but surprising. I think Indiana's a little better than they've shown here, especially on offense, where today Ohio State just smothered them. Jackson hit and sacked. Kenyatta Jackson. Jackson sacking Jackson. Call him sacking Jackson. Oh, come on, Wendell. No, you don't. They didn't cheat this year. Huh, wonder what changed. They also lost a lot of guys to the league and a bunch of coaches and Harbaugh, of course, but it's got to be super obvious now to everybody that they cheated to get what they got. And I think they might get a holding call here. I'll say offensive lineman is who the cameraman thinks it's on. As my middle school students would say, Michigan's just mid. They're just mid, which just means they're average or mediocre. But that's how 7th graders say it. Taven Jackson hit as he throws. It's a wobbler and it's picked off. Picked off. Malik Hartford 10. Oh, I thought he was going to go again. Malik Hartford, the sophomore, with a big pick. And that one not that it needed sealed, but a nice icing on top of this delicious cake that the Ohio State Buckeyes and Ryan Day have baked for us here this afternoon. We're going to get holding again as Peoples with a really nice outside zone look. But Carson Hinsman, who's now back in as the backup guard, and Peoples now left side 20, or 15. Breaking tackles. What a run for Peoples. First and goal at the 2. Whoop. Blowed up in the backfield as Peoples that time. Yeah, that's Sam Dixon Williams. Another true freshman out of Pickerington. Gets the carry. Now 3rd and goal for Devin Brown. 3:23 on this clock. Devin Brown, he can run if he wants, or he can throw it out of the back of the end zone, and Jaden Fielding can come in for his 5th field goal of the day. Kick is up, kick is good. We do thank all of our subscribers for joining us. Remember, if you want to take your Nagy Nation fandom to the next level, you can join us on our Discord channel, chat with Kit and I and the rest of Nagy Nation between these sims. Find out in advance of when we are going to sim. And vote on various things. Help us out with our virtual off-season, which sometimes is the most fun part of Nagy on Sports. Certainly when our views are the highest, when the off-season comes and we play our best version of Andrew Berry and general managing our Cleveland Browns and doing the draft and doing all the rosters and then running the season back before the actual thing starts. So look forward to doing that with you in January, February. And we'll run the real playoffs as well. Back to pass Taven Jackson, which is why we force win and sim everything so that the draft order and the playoffs are accurate. Tried to do that. I figured out the force win option for this game just a little bit too late, so there'll be a few teams that are going to get left out. Like Colorado isn't as good in the game as they are in real life, for instance. How about that big throw? Nice catch. All the way down the sideline by some receiver who's not on the roster, named Williams. Oh, David, you're funny. 2-minute timeout. Don't call it the 2-minute warning. They definitely don't want you to call it the 2-minute warning. It is the 2-minute timeout. It's going to be pretty nuts in Columbus this weekend. Both big game. Oh, right side. Nobody covered him, and there goes the shutout. They blew it. A late touchdown by the mystery receiver whose name is Williams. And Indiana's fight song plays for the first time here today. And they had a broken coverage there. Jaden McLean, sophomore safety, number 18. Missed that one, 43-7. I did, David. So anyway, both Big Noon Kickoff and College Game Day shows will be in Columbus tomorrow. So there's semi-trucks all over the place downtown and on campus. And a lot of the big hitters will be there. I heard the guest picker is going to be Justin Fields because he's obviously available after their game last night. That's true, we could, yeah. The Nagy on Sports Dad Channel edition where you and John just go back and forth with your dad jokes. All right, this one was a lot of fun, guys. 43-7 is going to be your final. Buckeyes give up a very, very late touchdown to blow the shutout, but really tough to complain about this one. This was a great game, a great sim. Buckeyes' defense was incredible. Their offense started incredibly fast, and Indiana was kind of behind the 8 ball all game. But this one was a lot of fun. Do appreciate you joining Kit and I on this channel. We'll go through the statistics, and they'll sort of show you what the bracket is shaping up to be. Again, I didn't figure out until it was a little bit too late how to force win in this game, the same way that I do in our NFL sims. So some of the ancillary teams do not have the exact same records that they have in real life. All right, let's look at these statistics. For the Hoosiers, Curtis Rourke today, he was 23 of 34 for 171 and 2 picks before they pulled him. Taven Jackson was 6 for 20 for 110 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Lawton today, look at these running yards. 16 carries for 5 yards. That was 0.3 yards per attempt. Unbelievable. Everybody else was 2 yards and then -13 and -9. Unbelievable. Zach Horton today, 6 for 47, 5 for 10 for Lawton out of the backfield. Price, 5 for 57. He was by far their best receiver. E.J. Williams, he's the one who caught the touchdown, 3 for 80. Here's Surratt again. He's an 87 overall. That's their best player. 3 for 36 today. Didn't get him the ball nearly as much as they wanted or needed to do that. Middle linebacker Aiden Fisher with 14 tackles. Sean Asbury the second, the safety with 11. Sanguinetti, the other safety with 8. Sharp with 7 as well. Sacks for DePape, Kamara, Carr, Fisher, and a half for Mangum Farrar and Carpenter in this one. And the Buckeyes did not turn the football over, which is a huge deal. Will Howard was 20 of 33 for 262 and 2 touchdowns. Devin Brown was 2 for 4 for 18 and 1 touchdown. On the ground today, Travion 12 for 58, Quinshaw 9 for 24, 7 for 37 for the freshman Peoples in this one. Receiving today, G. Scott 7 for 76, Jeremiah Smith 6 for 65, including the 33-yard touchdown early in the game. Ibuka 4 for 77 and a touchdown, 2 for Tate, 1 for Ballard, Peoples, and Travion. And this one, 11 tackles for Tui Molau, including 6 TFLs, 10 for Cody Simon, including 4 TFLs. They were lived in the backfield the whole day. Styles, Hamilton, Downs. Look at all these TFLs. 6, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. That's so many TFLs for the Buckeye defense. They lived in the backfield. Sack and a half for Hamilton, sack and a half for JT Tuimolau, and a sack for Kenyatta Jackson. The 3 picks today were by Malik Hartford, Caleb Downs, who took his 73 yards to the house, and Denzel Burke again on the opening play of the entire football game. Intercepted Curtis Rourke, and 3 plays later the Buckeyes scored a touchdown and really never looked back. That was really where the game turned. All right, hey, level up. We'll take it. I have been recruiting, and our recruiting class is coming in gangbusters right now. I'll show you that in a second if you want as well. So, again, here's the current CFP bracket, and you can see there are a few differences. Arizona right now is winning the Big 12, and then Tulane is actually winning the ACC, which is insane to me. That would leave you with Miami over there as well, and then Boise State from the group of 12. Cool. All right. Appreciate you being on. Go Buckeyes and go Browns.